So the game I'm playing today is called Cookie Clicker. It's been a long time coming, but we are finally revisiting the realm of clicker games, or idle games, or incremental games, whatever the frig you want to call them. All of those designations are correct as far as I'm concerned. Now, I've covered a few of these games on my channel in the past. Some of the notable examples I covered before include Clicker Heroes, Adventure Capitalist, and Time Clickers, but I am going to be finally showing you guys another clicker game, and today I am going to be showing you the clicker game that arguably helped popularize the genre in the first place. Or I guess you could argue is one of the reasons why the genre became so big to begin with. So Cookie Clicker was initially released all the way back in August of 2013. It is by far one of the most notable examples of the idle game genre. It is important to mention though that Cookie Clicker is not the first game of its kind. Idle games existed long before Cookie Clicker did. Some notable earlier examples of idle games include things like A Dark Room and Candy Box, parody games like Cow Clicker, which I think was meant to be a parody of Farmville if I remember correctly, and the one game that people constantly cite as being the inventor of this particular genre, Progress Quest, which released all the way back in 2002. But despite all of that, I think it's fair to say that Cookie Clicker was one of the first idle games to really go mainstream, if you could even call it mainstream. This game was extremely popular at one point. This game was just taking the internet by storm back in 2013, for some reason. There were tons of different articles talking about this game, including from the gaming press and also mainstream journalism. Indeed, it's one of those games. Even the creator of Minecraft was obsessed with this game at one point. I remember Notch putting out a tweet way back in September of 2013, I think. And way back then, Notch stated that Cookie Clicker was, and I quote, "one of the deepest gaming experiences I've had in quite a long time, not even kidding," unquote. So even if Marcus Persson himself is singing praise for this game, it must be doing something right. Well, to be honest, I don't even know what Cookie Clicker is doing, really. I never understood what exactly it was doing or why it was so popular to begin with. I definitely remember hearing about this game and seeing this game a very long time though, but I never played it for myself until just a couple nights ago actually. I do actually remember some of my classmates in high school playing this game, because I can remember one time when I was in one of the computer labs of my old high school, and I'm pretty sure somebody just had Cookie Clicker running on it in the background, and I don't think they were even at their desk at the time, or they weren't like sitting in front of the computer, like Cookie Clicker was just running and it was just generating a whole bunch of cookies on its own. Or they might have been sitting at their computer, I don't really remember. My memories of that are kind of vague, but I'm very certain I've seen this before. Like, I've seen this game before in person. I just never played it for myself before, but today, that is all going to change, because I also noticed that I never actually did a video on Cookie Clicker at any point. I've covered several other popular clicker games on my channel in the past, but never the one that was arguably the most popular of them all. That's gonna change today. Oh yeah, and I should probably mention who created this game before I truly get started. This game was created by a guy called Ortail? Or Orte? I don't know. He's based in France, and I'm pretty sure his username is French, but you know me. I'm not good at pronouncing French names, which is sad because I come from a very specific part of Canada that speaks almost predominantly French. I gotta say though, Cookie Clicker seems to have come a long way since its release 6 years ago, because I'm noticing now that there's a merch store, which I don't remember ever seeing, and Cookie Clicker has a Patreon now. Yeah, a whole bunch of things I never noticed here. There's even an Android version for Android phones. Yeah, this game really went places in the past 6 years, hasn't it? I'm surprised it's even still playable. And it's actually still being updated even to this day. The last update came out in September of this year, and they added a new building and a new type of cookie called fortune cookies, more upgrades and achievements. Not only that, but the Android version has only been out for 2 months. There's also this thing up here that I never noticed either, called heralds. 41 heralds are selflessly inspiring, a boost in production for everyone, resulting in a 41% increase of cookies per second. To benefit from the herald bonus, you need a special upgrade upgrade you do not yet own, you'll permanently unlock it later in the game. Heralds are people who have donated to our highest Patreon tier and are limited to 100. Each herald gives everyone plus 1% CPS, that's cookies per second. Heralds benefit everyone playing the game regardless of whether you donated. So this basically means that 41 people have donated the highest amount of money possible, like just given how many tiers that this game's Patreon campaign has. And this is actually benefiting everyone who plays the game because this is increasing the amount of cookies that the game manufactures per second. At least once you finally get that upgrade it's referring to. So these are like the most die-hard cookie clicker fans right here that are basically helping everyone out in terms of generating cookies a lot quicker. I just wanted to point this out very quickly because I'm probably not going to have time to actually show off this upgrade, and I've never managed to unlock it myself, just during the total amount of time I've spent with this game so far. But anyway, let's actually get started with the game here. So this right here is my bakery. You can rename your bakery at any time, but you could also give it random names as well, like Chocolate Puppet, Double Biscuit, Triple Burglar, Cute Mystery, oh okay, that's kind of a nice name, Von Spaceship, Delicious Duckling, Robot Potato, Cute Monster, Righteous Ninja, Lethal Teapot, yeah, but you kind of get the gist of that, so, you know, if you can't think of a name, you can type in a random one. You do actually get an achievement for giving yourself a custom name here, but I'm just gonna go with my username, Robotnik35. So as with every clicker game, the objective is to click on stuff, at least for the time being. So we have to physically click on this cookie right here, and we already have an achievement, Wake and Bake. There's also a lot of achievements in this game, actually. So if I just go to the stats here very quickly, yeah, there's 535 upgrades and 439 achievements. I am not gonna have time to show off all of that crap in this video, so we're not even gonna bother, okay? So we got 15 cookies. Also, I hear a snowblower outside. Great, that's gonna be so fantastic for the frigging recording. Okay, whatever, we're just gonna try to power through it. So, now that we have 15 cookies, we can unlock our first upgrade. We have a cursor here. It auto-clicks once every 10 seconds. So, we select the cursor, we get another achievement, for God's sakes. Spamming me with achievements here kind of feels like a Steam game, almost. But yes, we have this little cursor here that's going to auto-click once every 10 seconds. Again, I could also do this to try and speed up the process. Because I'm playing this on a laptop, I can just utilize a combination of the trackpad keys and also my mouse in order to make this go by a lot faster. But anyway, we do have an upgrade that we can get here, actually. We also got another achievement, Uncanny Clicker. I believe you get that achievement for clicking, like, extremely fast. Reinforced Index Finger. The mouse and cursors are twice as efficient, so it's gonna be, clicking once every 5 seconds now, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it still just auto-clicks every 10 seconds, but it's just, like, a lot more, It generates a lot more cookies every time you click it, I guess. But either way, there's another upgrade that we have here. We can go and collect that upgrade, and I mean, why wouldn't we? Because, I mean, I do have this combination that allows me to get a bunch of cookies really quick, so hang on a second. I'm just gonna click this cookie into oblivion here, and we're gonna get that last upgrade for the cursor. Or at least the most recent one that we can obtain. Or I mean like the most current one we can obtain, good lord. There will be other upgrades that get unlocked to us later on. Okay, so this cookie right here we do want to click on. So we get an achievement called Golden Cookie. So these other cookies that sometimes appear on the screen occasionally, those are called Lucky Cookies. Lucky Cookies can spawn randomly on the screen at just completely random intervals, and when you click on them, they also have randomized effects. They can sometimes give you more cookies, or they can sometimes speed up the manufacturing of your cookies. Like, they can give you a cookies per second multiplier, so they can basically multiply the amount of cookies that you're currently generating per second, but only for a limited amount of time, though. Sometimes they can also temporarily boost the efficiency of specific buildings that you've purchased. And there's another upgrade you can get later on, which forces the Lucky Cookies to spawn a lot more often. And the bonuses that you obtain from the Lucky Cookies become much greater as the game progresses. You'll also notice here that you can buy buildings in bulk as well. So you can buy 1 at a time, 10 at a time, or 100 at a time. I'm pretty sure Clicker Heroes also allows you to do this as well. Adventure Capitalist and Time Clickers, I don't remember. They might have been able to allow you to do this. You can also sell buildings in order to get money, but I don't really see what the benefit of that is. because in the amount of time that I spend with this game off screen, I never sold any of my buildings. I kept every single one of them. But I guess you could sell some of your weaker buildings in order to gain enough money to purchase some stronger ones, perhaps? I don't know, I've never personally used that strategy, but let's try and get another building here. So we have Grandma's. Yeah, we got Casual Baking and Grandma's Cookies achievements. So we got a nice Grandma to bake more cookies. Each Grandma produces 1 cookie per second, 13 cookies baked so far, so it keeps track of the total amount of cookies that each of your individual buildings have also generated. And you'll also notice on the left side of the screen here that something definitely changed. There is actually a pool of milk at the very bottom left of the screen right here, directly below your cookie. And I got another achievement, double click. But this is also important for something as well, because later on you'll be able to get upgrades which will increase your cookies per second permanently, depending on how much milk you have here on the side of the screen. And there's also different types of milk that you can get as well, and I believe you can obtain the other types of milk by just getting upgrades, I think? Okay, yeah, milk is gained with each achievement. It can unlock unique upgrades over time. But there's different flavors of milk that you can obtain as well, like chocolate milk, for instance. I'm not quite sure what the other flavors of milk are, because the only other one I managed to unlock so far is chocolate milk. I'm not really even sure what the different milk flavors do, honestly. There's also a way to mute your buildings as well, and basically what this does is that, yeah, it just minimizes them. Like, if you feel that the screen is becoming a little too cluttered with buildings, because that can happen once you've purchased a lot of buildings, yeah, just minimize them to free up space, basically. But that still means that they're going to be generating cookies, though. They don't stop producing cookies if you have the buildings muted. So don't worry too much about that. We can try and get some other cursors and more Grandmas as well. We got an ambidextrous upgrade. The mouse and cursors are twice as efficient again. So basically, by getting this upgrade, we're effectively quadrupling the efficiency of the cursors overall. And there's also another achievement we can get for creating a wheel of cursors over here. We can create a full wheel of cursors by getting a total of 50 cursors. And as you can see, we're also getting 4 cookies per click. So every time we click this cookie, we're getting 4 additional cookies. So then we can buy more crap. This is basically, you know what this game is? This is basically capitalism simulator. That's effectively what all of these idling games are. It's capitalism simulator. You gotta make all of the moolah that you possibly can. Everything's eventually going to become automated so that then you can just watch all the numbers rise on their own, and then the game effectively starts playing itself at that point. Actually, what is this upgrade? Plastic mouse. Clicking gains plus 1% of your total cookies per second. Okay, well, my cookies per second is only 10 right now, so this would only add an additional 1. Also, this is not the font that the game normally uses. I am using an alternative font. As you can see, there's a bunch of options here in the options menu. One of the options that I have enabled right now is the alternative font. Your cookies are displayed using a monospace font. This right here is what the font normally looks like. I don't really like this font though, because as you can see, as the numbers are increasing, it kind of seems like the text is slowly shifting back and forth, or like to the left and the right as the numbers increase. It's not really staying in place, and I don't really like that, honestly. With this font in particular, all of the numbers just stay in place as they increase. So it's a lot more satisfying to look at. So just having this right here and watching the text move back and forth like that, it's not gonna lie, it's mildly infuriating. Also, when the game initially came out back in 2013, this font didn't even look this way either. This was actually not the standard font of the game. It used a completely different font, but we're gonna talk about that later on. For now, I'm gonna get another building, which is a farm. My first farm. Indeed, we are now farming for cookies here. Grows cookie plants from cookie seeds. Indeed, because cookie trees are totally a thing that exist in this universe, apparently. Also gotta get more Grandmas. Now, what's also kind of funny about these Grandmas right here is that, as you can see, some of these Grandmas do actually have names if you hover your cursor over them. So, this Grandma's name is Hilda, she's 91 years old. Mimsy, age 96. Gloria, age 91. Memichet, age 97. Now, there is a little bit of an Easter egg concerning these Grandmas. So, I have an option enabled here called Custom Grandmas. Some Grandmas will be named after Patreon supporters. So, some of these Grandmas are actually named after people who supported the Cookie Clicker Patreon. And I'm thinking that the ones that are highlighted in white, like the names that are highlighted in white, I'm assuming those are the Patreon supporters, because you'll also notice that some of the names are highlighted in gray instead. This one's highlighted in white, though. This one's a lot brighter, so I'm assuming this must be one of the Patreon supporters, but I don't know that for sure, though. If the developers can confirm to me whether or not this is what this means, like the different shading means which grandmas are named after Patreon supporters and which ones are just named after random names that the game assigns to them, please let me know. Anyway, we gotta get more grandmas, okay? We have to recruit all the grandmas in the world to bake cookies for us, okay? We're a small, up-and-coming business. Okay, we need all the labor we can get, so we can just make all the capital here. We're gonna take over the world with our brand new cookie business, our brand new up-and-coming cookie business here. It's gonna be great. We're gonna take over the world together with my army of grandmas, and my army of sentient cursors as well. There we go. So, the mouse wheel is half complete right now. And I mean, yeah, this is pretty much the whole gist of the game, guys. I mean, you can still click on the cookies, but eventually this is gonna become completely trivial, because eventually everything's just going to be automated. For now, though, I'm going to try and get another farm. You'll also notice that there is a little bit of flavor text that constantly scrolls by at the very top of the screen. You know, you have a little bit of humorous quips at the top, you know, just to prevent you from getting bored, or just, you know, just so that you have something to laugh at while you're constantly clicking on a massive freaking cookie for no reason. Like this right here. Hundreds of tons of cookies dumped into starving country from airplanes. Thousands dead. Nation grateful. Yeah, they were just, I guess that means they were just all crushed by the cookies. Good God. Your cookies bring all the boys to the yard. Dated references. Great. New species of newts discovered in distant country. Yup, taste like cookies, says biologist. Also, I just noticed that the background on the cookie changed, because now there's more cookies that are falling down here. Gonna get that farm in the meantime. 58 per second. I mean, one goal for this video that we could try to reach, since we're not going to be able to show off everything here, or I'm not going to have time to show off everything, is that we could at the very least try to get this CPS, or these cookies per second, to 1 million. It did take me a couple hours to do this off screen. I think the highest amount of cookies per second that I have on my other save file that I did manage to back up and save to my own hard drive because I wanted to be smart with this. And also, that is something you can actually do in this game. You can back up and export your saves. But on the save file that I'm currently using off screen in my own time, I have a total CPS of 11 million right now. The game really begins to escalate once you manage to unlock the more powerful buildings. And there's a bunch of buildings that you can unlock, dude. I still haven't gotten to the very end of the list. The next building that we have right now is a Mayan, or the next building that we can start working our way towards. But there's a bunch of other buildings that will become available to us later on, and since I'm not going to have time to show off every single one of them, I'm just going to mention them by name right now. This building right here is a factory, so we can mass produce cookies with this factory. Then there's a bank, that's the one that costs 1.4 million cookies. This bank will allow us to, well, what else? Store cookies, because apparently cookies can be used as currency in this universe. I'm assuming that's what that means. I don't really know. None of this makes sense. I honestly don't have a damn clue about this game's universe. I have plenty of questions. Eventually, you can also open up temples. Indeed, ancient temples that are storing long-forgotten cookies inside of them, or currently undiscovered types of cookies. And then you can get a wizard tower later on, which means you can hire wizards to conduct magic spells for you to generate more cookies. Then you can get a shipment, which specifically it's a rocket shipment, but the game literally just calls it a shipment. You know, sending cookies into outer space, you know, sending them to other planets, you know, have all the other alien life forms and all the other planets we haven't yet discovered, you know, just giving them the cookies, you know, offering them a taste of our world-renowned cookies here. And then you have an alchemy lab, which allows you to generate cookies through transmutation. And then there's some other building that I don't remember the name of, but then after you manage to acquire that building, you then unlock another building called antimatter converter or something like that? Yeah, converts antimatter into cookies, because apparently technology moves incredibly fast in this universe. Indeed, once you manage to make it into the big leagues, once you manage to turn your whole business from a small up-and-coming business into like an international conglomerate, then you can basically afford anything in the world, including a freaking antimatter converter. I'm pretty sure there's more buildings beyond that as well, but I just haven't managed to get to them yet. Steady tasty stream and you know the drill, so I got those achievements. Okay, very nice indeed. Yeah, 127 per second now. I could try finishing off this cursor wheel too. Yeah, so this is what happens when we mute the buildings. Again, we're just minimizing this, but they're still creating cookies. But I'm just gonna keep these open for now, just to, you know, just give you guys the visuals here, or give you guys a visual on how these separate buildings look like. So there's also a couple of mini games that you can play inside of Cookie Clicker as well. Some of the buildings that you can unlock later on will have mini games that you'll be able to play if you manage to upgrade them using another special kind of upgrade called sugar lumps. Now, what exactly are sugar lumps? Well, they're a special feature that we manage to unlock once we are finally able to manufacture a lifetime total of 1 billion cookies. And sugar lumps we can use in order to upgrade all of our buildings. However, when we try to upgrade certain buildings with the sugar lumps, we'll unlock a mini game that we'll be able to play. I haven't seen any of the mini games myself though, because I have managed to acquire a couple of sugar lumps before, but I use them to unlock some of the towers, or some of the buildings I should say, that don't have any mini games associated with them because I just simply didn't want to play them. But if I'm able to reach the other buildings where we can do that, well actually no, we wouldn't be able to do that because unfortunately, the thing about the sugar lumps is that you actually have to wait for them to ripen first. Like, you need to wait for them to grow into a fully fledged sugar lump, which unfortunately takes a fair amount of time. Because in order to acquire sugar lumps, you have to wait for them to grow first, but unfortunately, they take a total of about 20 hours to grow. And for the record, that is real time hours, not in-game time. There's no way to speed that up as far as I'm aware. And to be honest with you guys, I am not willing to wait that long just so I can acquire a freaking sugar lump to show off a stupid minigame. So I'm probably not gonna be demonstrating that feature in this video. I mean, I could switch to my other save file just to show you guys the amount of progress that I've managed to make so far in the game. I could very well do that, but unfortunately, I did actually acquire another sugar lump, but I used it to upgrade my cursors though, so then I'd have to wait for another one, and yeah, I kind of messed up in that regard. I wasn't really thinking about that. But I will switch to my current save, the other one that I exported and backed up, just to show you guys how much progress I've currently made so far. So I'll still be able to show you guys some of the buildings I've managed to acquire, but I just won't be able to show you all of them, because it's just going to take too much time. And like I said, there's over 500 upgrades in this game, and there's probably like, if I had to guess, probably the same exact amount of buildings that you can acquire as well, so I don't have the patience for that. So in the meantime, we're just gonna keep on clicking, and we're gonna try to finish this this cursor wheel as well. You can also make multiple cursor wheels too. For every 50 cursors that you acquire, you can make a brand new mouse wheel, orbiting the gigantic cookie right here. But I think just for time's sake, I am going to just create one and then be done with it. Gotta try to get our cookies per second up right here. Because this is not clicker heroes, we're not attacking other enemies here, we're not getting like DPS, which would be damage per second. We got cookies per second. This is how much cookies we're baking at a single time. Achievement unlocked, so baked right now. So I've only managed to accumulate about 100,000 total cookies in the lifetime. Yeah, only 100,000 right now, so it's still gonna be a little while before we get the sugar lumps. That's okay though, because I'm gonna just go to my other save file in just a little bit. Ew, this grandma right here is called Gusher. Oh god, I don't want to think about that. This one's called Cookie. Patreona, the female equivalent of Patreon. Penka, Bunny, Nan, Mavis, Mildred, Phyllis, Heinous, Pearl, Gertrude, Millicent, Muriel. And these are some ye old names right here. These some ye old, like, late 1800s, early 1900s names. How many upgrades do I have so far? Yeah, steel-plated rolling pins, grandmas are twice as efficient. I got cheap hoes, farms are twice as efficient now. Rake in the dough! Haha, get it? 'Cause it's a hoe, and you rake stuff with it? Puns. Puns for days. Give me another mine here. Yeah, look how many cookies we're creating now. This escalates very fast. Oh yeah, by the way, we just unlocked the temples right here. The temples are now available to us. We need 20 million cookies for that. Oh, here's another lucky cookie. Okay, we just got more cookies. I'm hoping that I will... Okay, yeah, it just revealed to us the factory. But I'm really hoping that I'll be able to show off one of the other mechanics of the Lucky Cookies, which is giving me a CPS boost. Because that's very useful, especially if you're, like, getting really bored and you want to speed things up. So, it's very useful to have that sort of effect. So I'm hoping that I will be able to show that off later on. Another thing that I also need to mention here is that for every 50 buildings that you acquire here, like for every, like 50 units of each individual building that you acquire, those buildings will also have their efficiency doubled. So basically, if I manage to get 50 cursors here, which is what I am about to do, then their efficiency is going to get doubled automatically. I won't have to get another upgrade in order to increase their efficiency even further. This is eventually just going to get way out of control here. I'm not even sure if Cookie Clicker has a definitive ending. There is a finite amount of upgrades and achievements that you can unlock, but I'm not sure if this game ever ends. I don't believe it does, because there are some idle games that have definitive endings, like... I think Candy Box has a definitive ending. Like, there is an ending that you can eventually reach in that game. And I also remember that other clicker games... Oh yeah, I also forgot, actually. I did play Space Plan a couple of years ago, which was also a clicker game. But that was a very interesting kind of clicker game, because it did have a story. And that game also had a definitive ending, which I was never able to reach, because I didn't play through the entire game in the video I did on it a couple of years ago. But that game does have a definitive ending, but... I'm not sure if Cookie Clicker does, though. I think this game is just meant to be played, like, infinitely, kind of like Clicker Heroes, and possibly Adventure Capitalist, and maybe Time Clickers as well, because I don't remember if those games have definitive endings either. I don't think they do. I think the only clicker game that actually has a definitive ending, like an endgame, that I've covered so far on the channel is Space Plan, but anyway, here's that mouse wheel. We did get an achievement, and we are going to get more milk for that, which is very good. Obesity epidemic strikes nation. Experts blame that darn rap music. Yes, rap music is causing children to become obese? What? Good God, man, that's about as stupid as people blaming video games on the obesity epidemic. Anyway, get another mine. Get another mine here. Key between W and R broken. Please send new typewriter ASAP. Also, get more grandmas. Get more grandmas here, too. Your cookies are worth a lot of money. I see that. We're making all the capital in the world. We're gonna have more net worth than Jeff Bezos in no time at all. Alright, we have 30 grandmas here. Let's see here. The Roach Queen, that might be another Patreon name, actually. Krieg, Wardy, Myrtle. Unfortunately, there's no additional interactivity you can have with any of your buildings here, aside from the mini games that you can play, but you only unlock those, like, much later on. So for now, we're just gonna have to keep clicking. I am getting a lot of farms here. Alright, I have enough to get another Mayan, so I might as well just go and grab those. Maybe grab a few mines just to increase my CPS a little bit. I guess another thing I could talk about while I'm getting this accomplished over here is this legacy right here. Oh yeah, we got another achievement, Builder, okay. Not sure why I got that, but... It says that you've been on this run for 1 hour 7 minutes. Yeah, it also keeps track of your time. Ascending now would grant you no prestige, and you need 1 trillion cookies for the next level. Yeah, I believe that means 1 trillion cookies for the next prestige level. Yeah, this game has a prestige system as well. This is just so absurd. Yes, but you can ascend at any time, and this was also a feature that Clicker Heroes had. So you'll lose your progress and start over from scratch, but all your cookies will be converted into prestige and heavenly chips, and you will keep your achievements. So, it does seem like you can ascend at any time, but it says that ascending now would grant me no prestige, but it seems like I can do this at any time. I guess I could show this off once I am finally ready to just give up on this save and go and show you guys my current save, but I'm not entirely sure if I can do this right now. You'll also notice that there is a blue bar that is slowly increasing. So, farmer grandmas, I mean, yeah, sure, why not? This upgrade is kind of interesting, though, because this does actually change the appearance of your grandmas. They're actually farmers now. Okay, give me that lucky cookie. Okay, there we go. Cookie production times 7 for 1 minute and 17 seconds, or 77 seconds, because, you know, lucky number 7s. Fertilizer, farms twice as efficient. But now you can see how many cookies per second we're generating. We're generating almost 8,000, and because of how many cookies we're generating, like, because we're generating them so quickly, I can just purchase a whole assortment of upgrades already. Like, it's amazing. It's absolutely glorious. Capitalism's great. We can also get 1,000 fingers. Very nice. We can also get the sugar gas upgrade as well. Yeah, there's also a little timer right here that shows you, yeah, Frenzy, but this will also show you when exactly it's gonna run out. So we got sugar gas. Now we're at 13,000 per second. This is not gonna last forever, though. We are gonna get at least one of the factories right here. There we go. Production chain. And we got another achievement, Fledgling Bakery. Now you can see that the milk is really accumulating here. Windows, please, what are you doing? Okay, Windows just randomly reloaded all of the icons on my desktop. Great, keep being weird. Keep being an incredibly crappy operating system. Yeah, so I'm gonna just purchase a few factories because I have the moolah to do so now. Why the heck not? There we go. 3,000 per second. Freaking amazing, man. Raking in all the dough. I can hire more grandmas as well now, because they're actually, like, really cheap here. So why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? I could also try and get their efficiency boosted as well by getting 50 of them, which I think is what I'm gonna do. See, this is one of those games where I really can't tell if there's any sort of strategy you can come up with here. Increasing your cookies per second, like, as quickly as possible. Because, I mean, getting those lucky cookies, you can definitely, you know, generate cookies so quickly that you can just, like, purchase all the upgrades, but as the game goes on, there's gonna be more upgrades that keep on, unlocking to you. It feels like it just never ends. I don't really know, man. It's just more so a matter of clicking on things and then just watching all the numbers increase even more quickly than they were before. But you will notice here that because I got one of those upgrades before, what was that upgrade called again? Yeah, grandmas are twice as efficient, and farms gain 1% cookies per second per grandma. So, which means that my grandmas are actually affecting my farms now. They're actually affecting the rate at which they're generating farms. So this is boosting the farms. Or, like, boosting the productivity of the farms. Which is definitely useful, because again, you get to generate cookies a lot more quickly that way. So we're already at 3,500 per second, my god. Yeah, I'm gonna stop at 50 grandmas. I'm gonna hire a total of 50 grandmas, and then we're gonna maybe try to go for the bank. Maybe try to purchase at least one bank here to try and show that off. We did get the wizard towers as well. The wizard towers have now appeared for us. We need 330 million cookies in order to unlock them, though, or in order to purchase one. I could also show this off too. So if you don't want to look at these gigantic numbers and you want to, like, simplify them a bit, there is an option right here called actually, no, this is not... Okay, no, it's not this option. It's this option right here, short numbers. So, you shorten big numbers. When you turn this on, you'll notice that this now says 1.4 million. It actually tells you the exact quantity of this. So, it says 20 million, 330 million, just to simplify it a little bit in case you can't read monumental numbers like this. But thankfully I can, though, because that's not an issue for me. But if you want to just simplify it, you know, the option is there. There is also a way to disable the mute buttons as well, in case you don't want them appearing on your screen. But that's okay, though. We can just keep them there. Yeah, we also got an achievement there, Sloppy Kisses. So now we have boosted the efficiency of the grandmas. Actually, how many farms can I purchase right now? Oh, I can purchase up to 8 of them. Good lord. Now we're at 4,000 per second. Making our way up in the world. Yeah, and something I should also mention about the lucky cookies is that you need to try and find them quickly and click on them as fast as you can, because they will disappear after a while. Like this right here, it appeared inside the milk. Okay, I just got more cookies, but yeah, you know what, get 10 mines right here. Yeah, I want to, like, even out all these numbers right here. So 50, 30, 10, and, well, I only have 3 factories right now, but I don't know, I'm kind of wondering if I should maybe just wait so that I can generate enough of this right here in order to get to the bank here. Like, I'm kind of wondering if I should just wait. I don't know, what does this upgrade cost? This costs 550,000. This will increase the efficiency of my farms again, so I mean, I could. But I could also get another factory, so I mean, you know, just increasing it further. Another side effect of getting that upgrade for the Lucky Cookies in particular is that the Lucky Cookies will also stay on screen for twice as long, so it'll give you a lot more time to find them on the screen and click on them in order to reap its monumental rewards. Let's try getting this over 5,000. There we go. So now we're at 5,000 cookies per second. Very good. I don't think I'm gonna go to 1 million, because that's gonna take way too freaking long. Let's maybe shoot for 100,000. I don't know, I feel like that might be a bit more of a realistic goal. I mean, a more realistic goal probably would be 10,000, perhaps, but I don't know, I'll probably let this generate for a little while, and then we'll see what we can do. You disgust me, Grandma. Well, that's not a very nice thing to say, Grandma. I'm your grandson, for God's sake. Also, apparently they're naming a city after me. Oh, God. I'm not sure if I would ever want a city named after me. That is a little, maybe, that puts a little too much pressure on me, I would think. Or that would put a little too much pressure on me. Alright, I'll say it. I've never eaten a single cookie in my life, reveals celebrity. What is some of the other flavor text that we can see here? People come from very far away to get a taste of your cookies. Well, that's very good. I'm glad we're spreading the message. Pet sea squirts, dangerous fad, or juicy new market. Okay, I can't actually get this upgrade now. Yeah, make the farms more efficient. Oh god, we're at 6,500 now. Nice! Factory-made cookies linked to obesity, says study. I mean, that seems realistic, honestly. Oh yeah, there's also upgrades for the cookies themselves that you can also obtain too. Yeah, multiplies your cookie production by 1%. We all gotta start somewhere. In the Mega Drill, mines are twice as efficient. You're in deep. The universe pretty much loops on itself, suggests researcher. It's cookies all the way down. Pet mole rats, dangerous fat, or juicy new market. Okay, let's get this Mega Drill then. 7,400. Neat. Pun in headline infuriates town, causes riot. 21 wounded, 5 dead. Mayor still missing. That right there is probably my favorite line of text, actually. Cookies now more popular than nuclear warfare. I hope. I would hope, honestly. Cookies now illegal in some backwards country nobody cares about. Political tensions rising. War soon, hopefully. They gotta fight the war for the cookies. Good god, if that ever becomes an excuse to fight a war, I mean, my goodness. I mean, given how crazy the world is in 2019, that honestly seems kind of plausible. Also, I saw a flavor text that said some dam got destroyed and flooded a village with chocolate. I think I would honestly be okay with that, drowning in a river of chocolate. That would be like the most perfect way to die. There is no other perfect way to go out. Like seriously, that actually sounds freaking amazing. Kings and queens from all over the world are enjoying your cookies. Well, I'm glad to know that Queen Elizabeth II herself is enjoying my cookies. But anyway, give me the plain cookies here. Yeah, see, that doesn't really increase my cookie production per second though. That does, however. Yeah, it multiplies it by 7. So that's giving me 52,000 now. I could probably go and get the conveyor belts next, actually. Yeah, because the sugar cookies are 5 million. So you know what? I'll get the sturdier conveyor belts for the factories. And now I'm just gonna wait until I get enough cookies in order to purchase at least one bank. And given the fact that I have a cookie frenzy right now, I'll probably be able to do it within, like, the next 20 seconds. Actually, screw it. Make it 10 seconds, because we're almost there already. Holy crap. Okay, here we go then. Yeah, generates cookies from interest. So, get that bank. Yep, Pretty Penny and Mass Producer. Got more achievements. Good god. My cookie's about to drown in milk here. So now I'm not really sure what I should do. Well, I think I am gonna, like, purchase another bank here, because I'm gonna be able to, actually, with this cookie frenzy still going. Another bank. Maybe purchase some more mines in the meantime. There we go. Get the entire screen filled with mines. Nice. Very nice indeed. Oh god, what is my cookie production at? 13,456. Goodness gracious, man. Yeah, really raking in the dough now. Really raking it in. Okay, because I'm OCD, I'm gonna try and make all these numbers even again. So I'm gonna try to get the farms up to at least 40 for now. Actually, is the upgrade for the Lucky Cookies already unlocked, I wonder? No, it's not actually. Not yet. Alright, here we go. Gotta even this number out. There. Now I think I'm gonna work on getting the factories into the double digits as well, so just give me a moment while I work on that. Here we go. Now we're at 15,000 total CPS. And another one. And another one. Good god, my CPS is like really starting to increase very fast now. And then get yet another one. Alright, let's get this up to double digits. There we go. Okay, good. So this upgrade right here, miner grandmas. Grandmas are twice as efficient, and mines gain a 1% CPS multiplier per 2 grandmas. A nice miner to dig more cookies. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna work our way towards next. We're gonna send some of our grandmas off to the Mayans, get some hard labor done for us. Indeed, and we're gonna be able to do it really fast, because this only costs 600,000, so we're actually gonna be able to, acquire that upgrade right about now, actually. Indeed we shall. Let's get that upgrade. Very nice indeed. And once again, this changes the appearance of some of our grandmas. They have pickaxes now. You'll also notice in the background right here, if you look very closely, that all of the cookies that I've purchased so far, they're also falling down in the background over there. So you can see the plain cookies. You can sometimes see the sprite of the plain cookies occasionally falling down in the background alongside the normal chocolate chip cookies. That's also a nice little touch. I seriously don't remember when we get the next flavor of milk. If I remember correctly, it may have had something to do with getting the farms up to 50. Like up to 50 total farms built, but I don't remember for sure. I think I'm actually going to try that, just to see if I can make it happen. But again, I don't remember if that's the effect it has or not. We are now at 16 million total cookies created. Oh my god. Well, still pretty far off from 1 billion, which is what we need in order to unlock the sugar lumps. Oh, give me that lucky cookie. Okay, we just get additional cookies, but that's okay though, because I like to just work my way towards getting 50 farms set up so I can boost their efficiency as well. And I did get another achievement, Lucky Cookies, so I'm gonna get even more milk. Yeah, so if you want to know which upgrades actually affect your CPS depending on how much milk you have, it's this one right here. Kitten Helpers. You gain more cookies per second the more milk you have. Meow, may I help you? Yep, and we need 9 million cookies in order to unlock the cats, because, you know, cats have 9 lives. Again, I do kind of like all these, like, nice little references right here. Okay, yeah, so 777,777,777, that will unlock the Lucky Day upgrade. Golden cookies appear twice as often and stay twice as long. Oh hey, a 4-leaf penny. As for other types of cookies you have here, you also have oatmeal raisin. No raisin to hate these. No, you have every raisin to hate oatmeal raisins. Raisins are gross, man. I might have liked them when I was a child, but that was only because I was forced to eat them. Peanut butter cookies. Now, those are some genuinely good types of cookies right there. Peanut butter cookies. Get yourself some jam cookies. Okay, like, I love me my peanut butter cookies, okay? Best type of cookie by far. Don't at me. Coconut cookies. Okay, well, actually, those are pretty good too, not gonna lie. Flaky but not unreliable. Some people go crazy for these. I happen to be one of those people, because I do like coconut. Almond cookies, I don't really like nuts too much, honestly. Sometimes you feel like one of these, sometimes you don't. Hazelnut cookies, I don't really have a problem with hazelnuts, though. Taste like a morning stroll through a fragrant forest, minus the clouds of gnats. And then walnut cookies. Some experts have pointed to the walnut's eerie resemblance to the human brain as a sign of its sentience, a theory most walnuts vehemently object to. Okay, let's see if I can get this done here, though. Okay, I guess I can't just yet. And we're almost at 20,000 CPS already. Yeah, this is, see how this is starting to escalate a lot faster? It's starting to spiral out of control now. It's beginning to spiral. Alright, so let's see if I can change the milk here. I don't know if this is what it does, though. Okay, yeah, it does change the milk. Reap what you sow. So, in order to unlock the chocolate milk, you need to set up 50 farms. So no, I was remembering that correctly. So we have chocolate milk now, but again, I don't know what this changes. Okay, yeah, rank 2 chocolate milk for 25 achievements. Oh. Wait, no, I unlocked this because I have 25 achievements. Okay, so it might not be the farms then. I don't think the farms have anything to do with it. So then what would the next rank of milk be then that I would have to unlock? Would it probably be 50 achievements or 100? I'm not entirely sure what the other, like, types of milk flavors are. I remember seeing a screenshot of Cookie Clicker a while back that seemed to have, like, a reddish type of milk, which looked really odd. It almost looked like blood. I sincerely hope that's not a flavor of milk you can unlock later on, but perhaps it is. I would not know, and it doesn't seem like you can, yeah, you can't change between them either. But again, I don't know what this changes. I know it's based on how many achievements you've managed to unlock so far, but does it change anything other than the appearance of the milk? I don't understand it at all. Either way, we can set up another bank, so you know what? Let's get this over 20,000 officially. There we go. 21,417. Making our way up. in the ranks. We are going to become a Fortune 500 company in no time. In fact, we may already be at that stage. Yep, so now it revealed to us that this type of building is indeed called a temple. Right, so now we have the shipment available to us. Well, we don't have it available to us, but we can see its icon on the screen right here. This right here is the shipment. It's the one with the rocket ship. Oh, here's another lucky cookie. Okay, thank God, more cookie production, so we can probably just work our way up to this damn temple a lot quicker. That's nice. Very good. Good God, man, 150,000 per second now. Oh yeah, I guess something that I haven't mentioned here is that you'll notice that there's this other button right here called Other Versions. So if you hover over this button, you'll notice that you have a few options here. You have Try the Beta, version 1.0466, and Classic. So this is actually where you can play other versions of Cookie Clicker, and I am going to be showing these off before I end the video today. So I'm going to be showing you guys the original version of Cookie Clicker, and then one of the oldest versions of the game that you can still play, and then the beta, which I'm already going to tell you right now, there's not that much different in the beta than there is in the official version of the game. Actually, you know what I think I'm going to do instead? I'm going to get an upgrade right here. I'm going to get 2, actually, because I feel like it. Oh god, child labor. Yeah, I'm going to get some upgrades instead, actually, and you know what? Get another bank in the meantime. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's just cause some chaos right here. Let's just get all the cursors. I mean, I can purchase a whole bunch of cursors now because of how much, yeah, because of how many cookies I'm generating per second. So I can already at least get started on the second cursor wheel. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, that's very nice indeed. You'll also notice that the cursors are kind of like skimming very close to the chocolate milk. Wow, skimming. I just made an unintentional pun. Did I just make a pun about skim milk? I do believe I did. And now I hate myself eternally for it. Prune juice. Grandmas are twice as efficient. Gets me going. I did not need to know that. I had no reason to know that whatsoever. By the way, this is the progress that I've made so far, so I'm gonna just stop it at 75 cursors for now. 60 grandmas, 50 farms, 25 mines, 12 factories. So I'm just curious how much my CPS would increase if I did get another bank, because I will be able to now. Oh wow, okay, increases by like about 1,400. Okay, so we're now at over 30,000. Oh god, another lucky cookie. Please and thank you. I just got more cookies, damn it. Absolutely disgusting, Grandma. Can't tell if she's talking about me or the cookies. I don't think Grandma likes me that much. Okay, well, I was originally going to wait to get enough cookies so I could unlock the temple, but you know what? I think I'm gonna purchase some upgrades in the meantime. There we go. We did get another achievement, Enhancer. So what is that again? What did I purchase? Yeah, I got the Ultra Drill. Mines are twice as efficient again. Finally caved in? Haha. I mean, the next one I could get is child labor. Cheaper, healthier workforce. Oof. That's... This is a little too real. Yeah, you thought this was a wholesome game about just creating cookies and becoming the ultimate like businessman or woman in the entire world. No, this game has some dark humor in it. Yeah, this is a little too real. It's just a little bit too real. God, we're at 42,000 per second now. My goodness. Okay. Here, keep constructing the mouse wheel, the second one. It looks like there's a bunch of rings orbiting around the cookie now all of a sudden. There we go. I'll stop it at 80 for now, because now it's just becoming too expensive and I don't feel like waiting. Okay, well never mind, I got Frenzy back, so I'm not gonna have to wait as long. Excuse me for complaining. Okay, I think I am gonna get the kitten helpers next, actually. This is the next upgrade I can afford. There we go. I'm not entirely sure how much milk I have now, actually, but I do have it. Kitten helpers. Now, I do have enough to get either oatmeal raisin cookies or million fingers now. And actually, I'm about to have enough to get the taller tellers as well. Able to process a higher amount of transactions. Careful, though, as taller tellers tell tall tales. Nah, I think I'm just gonna wait until I can get the temple unlocked. Because I'm very close to it anyway, so we might as well. We are now at 47,000 CPS. Okay, yeah, so that Kitten Helpers upgrade did actually increase it by quite a bit. Just out of curiosity, what does the normal, font look like now? Now that there's so many, oh my god. Now that there's so many numbers moving all at the same time. Yeah, I don't like that. Stop that, please. Why couldn't this just be the default font for Cookie Clicker? It looks so much better anyway. Alright, here we go. Let's get at least one temple. We did get an achievement. Your time to shrine. God. Kitten multiplier 110%. Oh geez, we have a multiplier of 113% now on our cookies per second. Now we have 56,000 per second. This generates 8,816 per second. Okay, for each individual temple. Yeah, so there is a mini game that is associated with this temple in particular, but again, we need to upgrade it with a sugar lump in order to even play it. And as I mentioned before, sugar lumps take quite a while to grow, and not only that, but we need to have created at least 1 billion cookies before we even get the chance to unlock the sugar lumps. Wait, what in the world? Excuse me. Okay, that was weird. I think the game just kind of bugged out there. There was just a random tooltip that appeared on the screen. We get another bank in the meantime. Okay, 57,000, not bad. At least we'll be able to afford the banks a lot quicker now, or we'll be able to afford new banks a lot quicker now that this temple is producing so many cookies for us. Already at 1 million, my goodness. Getting stuff done. Yeah, another bank to just push us over to 61,000 now. Oh, we got another achievement, Affluent Bakery. Actually, wait a second. My CPS increased when I got that achievement. It increased by about 220. So wait a second, can the achievements also boost your CPS? What in the world? Okay, wait, what was it? Yeah, Affluent Bakery, bake 100 million cookies in one ascension. Okay, so wait. The achievements can also influence the CPS, it seems. Because that definitely increased as soon as I got that achievement. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm learning about this game that I didn't know before. Apparently, you can get more CPS by unlocking achievements as well. Yeah, we're getting a lot of milk as well now. I mean, I could just go and look up what the other milk ranks are. In the meantime, I'm gonna purchase another bank here. You know what? I may actually just go and do that, because I'm now really curious to see what the other milk types I can unlock are. Or other milk types. I cannot freaking speak. You know what? I'll be right back. Actually, wait, I'm not gonna be right back, because... Oh! Orvane, your 25 mines are boosting your CPS. Production is increased to 250% for 30 seconds. Okay, so this is what I meant when I said that the Lucky Cookies can also influence specific structures that you've built as well. So my mines are causing my CPS to be boosted. Yeah, Orvane, your 25 mines are boosting your CPS. So this only lasts for 30 seconds though. I still wouldn't say it's as lucky as, you know, getting the Frenzy. But still... it's helpful. That's always fine and good. So I'm gonna go very quickly and just look up what the other milk types are, because I'm genuinely curious about this. I'll be right back. Actually, wait a minute. Get this other bank in the meantime, just because I have the money to do so. There we go, 66,000, my goodness. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so I have returned. It's actually been about a half hour since I cut the recording. Yeah, if you're wondering why I was gone for so long, it's not because I spent a half hour trying to figure out which types of milk you can unlock later on in the game. I actually decided to stop recording for a little while so that I could go have dinner. Because it was already around 5:30, I was feeling hungry, so I decided to go and eat something. But before I did that, I decided to go and check to see what other types of milk I can unlock. And there's plenty of different types of milk that you can unlock. You can all unlock them by collecting a certain number of achievements. It seems like you can unlock a brand new ranking of milk for every 25 achievements that you unlock in the game. So the next rank of milk that I'm gonna unlock after chocolate milk is raspberry milk. Yeah, raspberry flavored milk. And there's also other fruity flavors that become unlocked to you later on, such as blueberry milk, cherry milk, lime milk, maple milk, and even mint-flavored milk. As far as I'm aware, it's all purely aesthetic, because I don't believe the different types of milk have any effect on the actual game. I think the color of the milk is more or less a way of tracking all of the achievements that you've managed to obtain so far. I think that's the purpose of the milk flavor. You know, something to show you how much progress you've made so far in the game. But the amount of milk you have is important for something, because if you hire all the kitten workers, then you get more CPS that way, depending on how much milk you have. I also discovered something kind of sinister about this game as well, because I unfortunately did kind of fall down a little bit of a rabbit hole. So apparently, there is, oh yeah, by the way, the Wizard Tower has, revealed itself to us now. But I discovered something a little bit sinister about this game. So, apparently, much later on in the game, there is an event that you can trigger called the Gramapocalypse. Now, apparently, you can trigger this event by obtaining an upgrade called 1 Mayan. And when you try to purchase the 1 Mind upgrade, it will actually warn you that, some shit's gonna happen if you decide to purchase this upgrade. Now, what exactly does the Gramapocalypse event entail? Well, I don't think I want to talk about it. Let's just say that Cookie Clicker kind of turns into a horror game the more you play it. Like, it starts getting to a point where everything you thought you knew about this game just gets thrown out the door completely. Like, it completely subverts your expectations, but in order to see the point where the game just starts having a complete and total breakdown, you need to really be committed to it, because you only unlock that much, much later on in the game. I'm not gonna spoil what the Graham-Apocalypse event actually is, just, you know, for the purpose of spoilers for people who might not have seen it themselves. Like, people who are playing Cookie Clicker but have not yet experienced that event for themselves, so I'm not gonna spoil it here. If you're curious about it, though, you can go and look it up on the official, Cookie Clicker fan wiki, because I discovered that there's apparently a fan wiki for this game. That's where I also got the information about the different types of milk. So yeah, this game goes into full mental breakdown mode after a little while. Now what am I gonna do in the meantime here? I think I'm actually going to, yeah, because I have 233 million cookies now, because I've been gone for so long. Let's get that, mouse wheel set up. Finally, that secondary mouse wheel. There we go. Of mice and men. And then just waste all the money on temples and banks and factories and just basically whatever I can waste it on. There we are. That's a good way to spend your money. Oh god, 124,000? Okay, well, anyway, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to the Wizard Tower in time because I am running out of time to record this video here, guys. So you know what I think I'm gonna do? I am not going to save this file. Like, I'm not gonna keep this file saved. What I am gonna try and do is that I think I'm gonna try and ascend now just to see if I actually can. Because I'm not really sure if it'll even let me, given the place I'm currently at in the game right now. But I want to at least try and see here. So, can I ascend now? Yes? Oh, crap. Okay, apparently I can ascend. Okay, well, rest in peace, Cookie. What in God's name is this? Wait a second! I've never seen this crap before! Okay, so, Prestige level 0. I don't think... Yeah, well, it told me I wasn't gonna get any Prestige. Heavenly chips are used to buy heavenly upgrades. You gain 1 chip every time you gain a Prestige level. Oh my god. What? Where am I right now? I don't think this was a good choice. The first heavenly upgrade, it unlocks the heavenly chip system. But I need 1 for that. I need 1 heavenly chip. So... Oh my god, dude. I like this motion blur effect as well, though. By the way, I haven't mentioned this yet, but this game is browser-based. This all takes place within your browser, and my god, dude, for a browser-based game, this is actually kind of impressive. I don't know what I did, though, because I can't get this heavenly upgrade, because I have no heavenly chips. It wouldn't have given me any. Because I don't think I had enough cookies. Oh my god, click this once you bought everything you needed. Are you ready to return to the mortal world? Well, kitten helpers and kitten workers are back. Achievement unlocked, sacrifice. Oh god. Wait. That is a new achievement. It did say I kept my achievement, so I still have the river of chocolate milk flowing. Wait, what is this? What does sacrifice mean? Ascend with 1 million cookies baked. Easy come, easy go. Wait, maybe I could have gotten something if I kept my 200 million cookies that I had earlier. I don't really know what the point of that was. Okay, I just wanted to see what would happen, and I guess I can just ascend over and over again. Okay, but I don't think it allowed you to ascend whenever you wanted to in Clicker Heroes, though. I think you had to get to a certain point in the game before it allowed you to ascend. I guess in Cookie Clicker you can just do it whenever you want, which I guess is convenient, but... yeah, not exactly useful if you don't have this blue bar filled out completely. Oh yeah, and it didn't reset the thing, because I can still get to the next level if I just, you know, bake a trillion more cookies. Okay, well, I'm just gonna tell that noise to go screw itself, because I am going to import a save file. So, this is the code that I copied right here, and I just pasted. Yes, it's a really long code. I can load this, and right here, guys, is my current save. Oh, wait a second. I still have a sugar lump. I harvested 1 sugar lump while I was away. Okay, actually, another thing I forgot to mention about the sugar lumps is that the sugar lumps do grow automatically when you're not playing the game. See, this is what I find kind of weird about Cookie Clicker, though, because, the sugar lumps will grow automatically even when you don't have the game open, but it doesn't seem like the amount of cookies you have increments when you have the game closed. I find it so strange, because the amount of cookies don't increment, but the amount of sugar lumps do, which is a little confusing, because you would think that, you know, when you close the game, it would still keep, incrementing cookies, but no. Basically what it does is that whenever the game autosaves every minute, it starts you back at the amount of cookies that you had when the game last saved, or when you last saved the game. So that's really weird. I don't really understand why the amount of cookies doesn't increment along with it. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. But as you can see here, I do have a bunch of shipments. I also have the alchemy lab open. And actually, I do remember what these are as well. These buildings right here. This right here is a portal, and this is a time machine. So, I do actually want to try and play one of these mini-games here. So what is the Wizard Tower mini-game? I'd like to see what this is. View Grimoire. Wait, what in the world is this? Spells cast, total 0. This is your magic meter. Each spell costs magic to use. Your maximum amount of magic varies depending on your amount of wizard towers and their level. Magic refills over time. The lower your magic meter, the slower it refills. Okay, well, Haggler's Charm. Upgrades are 2% cheaper for 1 minute. Gambler's Fever Dream. Cast a random spell at half the magic cost with twice the chance of backfiring. Summon half an hour worth of your CPS capped at 15% of your cookies owned. Backfire, trigger a 15-minute clot and lose 15 minutes of CPS. I don't know about that. What the hell is this? Resurrect Abomination. Instantly summon a Wrinkler if conditions are fulfilled. Or backfire, pop one of your Wrinklers. Yeah, this is only a 15% chance to backfire. Stretch time. All active buffs gain 10% more time, up to 5 more minutes. All active buffs are shortened by 20% if it backfires, up to 10 minutes shorter. You know what? I'm gonna take my chances here and do Conjure Baked Goods. Summon half an hour worth your CPS, capped at 15% of the cookies owned. Hopefully it doesn't backfire. Ooh, it didn't backfire. Nice. I got 397 million cookies. Very good indeed. Okay. Click to refill 100 units of your magic meter for 1 sugar lump. Can be done once every 15 minutes. I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna stop with that for now. Oh, okay, so this is just gonna stay open, so I can use this anytime I want now. Okay, well, in that case... Oh, give me the lucky cookie, please. Oh my god, even more cookies. Getting so lucky with it. Save the game manually. There we go. Very good indeed. Okay. I'm still kind of curious about this other mini-game that I could unlock with the temples, but... I don't think I'm gonna bother with that for now. Yeah, at least we got to see what exactly that is. Oh yeah, there's also a mini-game for the farms as well. Yeah, we're not gonna bother with that, guys, because I don't have the time. I just do not have the time. Get another wizard tower. There we go. Antimony, alchemy labs are twice as efficient. Actually worth a lot of mini. So considering how many achievements I have on this save, I should be very close to getting the raspberry milk soon. Yeah, I am. I only need 4 more achievements. Grandma is still telling me how absolutely disgusting I am. You know what? Let's get our CPS up to 12 million, and then I think we'll call it a day. Okay, yeah, maybe just get 1 more cursor here, and then, yeah, I think we'll call it there. Get it up to 12 million, and then we'll be done. Because I have no more time to play this anymore, unfortunately, guys. And it would have taken me too long to show off absolutely everything the game had to offer anyway. So, not gonna bother. I should be able to get 1 more cursor. Okay, there we go. That puts me over 12 million. Alright. So, I'm gonna save the game very quickly, just in case something explodes. There we go. Game saved. Very nice indeed. Okay, so... we're gonna stop things there for now. So that is Cookie Clicker, guys. The game that popularized, or at least helped to popularize, the idle game genre. Again, it wasn't the first of its kind. There were plenty of games like this long before it came around, but I think it's fair to say that it definitely helped bring the genre into the limelight for the very first time, made it go basically mainstream. Actually, wait a second. I just realized. Can I have the big numbers back on, please? I forgot I had that enabled on the save. But yeah, needless to say, this game was very influential where clicker games are concerned. It basically spawned an entire movement of these kinds of games. This is really when the clicker movement, or the clicker game movement, really began to take off. Also another lucky cookie. Oh god. 84 million per second, my goodness. But yeah, this is definitely one of those games that looks so simple on the surface, but when you really start to get deeper and deeper into the game, it starts taking on a more sinister tone, it seems. I guess in some way you can make the argument that Cookie Clicker is meant to be like some sort of anti-capitalist statement, even though I'm pretty sure that's not what the developer was intending at all. But I don't know, man. You keep seeing numbers grow bigger and bigger, and then eventually the game just starts breaking down in many different ways, like all sorts of disturbing ways. I still honestly cannot fully explain what exactly I saw when I tried looking up the Grandma Apocalypse scenario. It was a completely different experience altogether. Can I get more Wizard Towers in the meantime? Okay, yeah, I can, but this game is really not what it seems. If you're really committed to it, you will start seeing a lot of really strange things begin to happen. Lots of really peculiar things. Like, the game does appear to get extremely insane after a little while, as long as you're able to stick with it, but my god, man, the guy who made this game is just an absolute madman. I don't even know how to explain it, because I don't think Clicker Heroes even gets this crazy as the game goes on. Clicker Heroes remains relatively tame, I would say, but then this game, good lord. You think this is just a wholesome little game about baking cookies on the surface, but my god, when the game starts showing its true colors much later on, holy crap, you're in for a completely different experience altogether. Again, it's not dissimilar to previous Clicker games that came out before this, like Candy Box, because eventually as Candy Box went on, it started essentially turning into a completely different game, because then it started introducing all of these weird mechanics that really didn't even have anything to do with the core game itself. I think it actually turned into an RPG at one point, or it's supposed to, at least from what I've heard, because I've never played Candy Box before. But that game is also supposed to get equally crazy as well after a little while, or so I've heard. Yeah, these Clicker games seem so innocuous on the surface level, but when you really start spending some time with it, and if you're really committed to seeing what the game has to offer, or seeing the end game, as it were, then my god, you are in for a wild freaking riot, especially with Cookie Clicker. I mean, admittedly, I'm kind of spoiling the game for myself because I looked up what happens later on, but I'm not gonna be that committed to this friggin' game. Like, I'm not that addicted to Cookie Clicker. I don't have the time or the patience for that, man. Like, again, I'm an adult. I've got more important things to do with my spare time. Or I've just got more important things to do in general, so, you know what? I'll leave that up to the most dedicated fans to figure that out for themselves. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure most of them have already seen it for themselves, but I'll leave it for the most dedicated players to discover for themselves, because I'm not going to spoil it here either. Oh god, we Ryas. Well, there's your sign right there. There's your cyan. Also, why am I saying there's your cyan? Why am I talking like Jeff Foxworthy all of a sudden? Good lord, I need to just end this video. I'm losing my mind. But yeah, if you guys want to play this game, the link is in the description. I don't really have anything else to say about it, except this game is clearly from a different dimension altogether. And of course, the game is also available on Android if you want to play it on your Android phone. So, yeah. That's all I gotta say. I guess I could also say that I do like the pixel art in this game as well. There's also a very nicely detailed cookie, too. I gotta say, it is definitely impressive for a browser-based game. I'm gonna give them that. Like, Orte did a very fantastic job on this. I'm not gonna lie. He did a really fantastic job on this. And actually, before... I just realized this. Before I leave for good, I am gonna just quickly show you guys some of the other versions of the game. So... this is the beta version of Cookie Clicker, but this is actually a beta build from a previous version of the game. There's not really anything too different about this version, though. It's basically identical to version 2.022, which is the current version. Not really a whole lot to say about that, so not gonna dwell on that for too long. But then, this version of the game, which is one of the oldest versions you can play, from 2014, again, there's not too much to say about this version either, because it looks pretty identical to the current version, but what is different here is that the font is different, as I was talking about previously, and there's a lot less achievements as well, because there's only 157, but other than that, it's basically the same game, except it just looks a little bit more minimalistic. Yeah, just a little bit simpler. This is from October 30th, 2014. Other than that, it's, yeah, basically the same game. But then you get to the classic version of Cookie Clicker, And Jesus Christ, what even is this? Yeah, it's a much more simplistic version of Cookie Clicker, but it plays the exact same way, because you can still get cursor set up in Grandma's, Factory, Mine, Shipment, Alchemy Lab, Portal, Time Machine. Yeah, there are some buildings that are not available here, but this basically plays in the exact same way. And you also have the flavor text as well. Your cookies are popular in the neighborhood. Your cookies are renowned in the whole town. Then you got the grandmas. This is more or less the same sprite that the grandmas currently use now. Yeah, you just get more cursors, and it basically plays the exact same way. This was the version that was initially released in, I think August 8th of 2013, because I think that's when Cookie Clicker was initially launched. But this was when, this was what it originally looked like, and as you can see, yeah, kind of looks like ass compared to what it looks like today. So I'm kind of glad that Orte decided to redesign the entire game, because it looks so much better now than it did back in these times. But yeah, that's all I really got to say about it. So there you go. That is basically everything that I wanted to discuss here. So yeah, I think we're just gonna call it there for now, guys. Let's just go back to the normal game. Oh my god. I'm getting so much crap so quickly. 12.5 million. Okay, just save it again. So anyway, the game is completely free, so if you want to play it, links in the description, and there's also other versions of the game that you can play as well if you want to play Classic, or an old version, or the beta, or whatever. And of course, your Android phone if you prefer that platform as well. Apparently, the Cookie Clicker name is also trademarked as well, so yeah, Cookie Clicker TM, it's a registered trademark now, so my god. This game really did grow the last time I saw it. Even have merchandise and a Patreon and everything. My god. It really does feel like this game completely ascended beyond what it initially set out to do. And you know what? That's always great to see. You love to see it. Because Cookie Clicker is definitely an interesting game. I don't know if it's something that I would constantly return to, but I mean, it's a fascinating experiment in game design. That's all I'm gonna say. So, with that being said, thank you guys as always for watching. I'll see you in the next video I make. Later.